Hey guys, so I'm going to show you kind of quickly how to use your book. Now, the kind of funny thing here is normally I would switch this into student mode for you. I can't do that and still get to my book because my book is linked as an instructor. So you're going to see stuff in the classroom that you don't normally see, and it's going to look a little bit different. Don't worry about that. Basically, you're in your Blackboard classroom and you're going to look at the sidebar menu, which on mine is going to have a whole bunch of stuff that you don't really need. Because you won't actually even see it. But you're going to find on the sidebar this thing that says book. So see how that's book there. I'm going to click book. Ignore that. I'm going to click access book. And it's going to launch the content for you. And it's actually, on mine, it launches in a new window. I'm going to click up here. You can see it's kind of loading. I'm going to click on that new window. Okay, so from here on out, it should kind of look pretty close to what you see. And again, there's some things that I have that are, kind of teacher mode. But otherwise, generally, it should look like it looks for you. Just a couple notes. The search feature is much better on a phone than on a computer. I'm actually working on a computer, and it won't the search engine doesn't work quite as well. But anyway, so here's your book. Depending on the class you're in, you'll have different chapters that are available. So that's just to make it a little cleaner and easier to look at. You can click on a chapter. So I could just pick chapter 2 here. The first thing that comes up is the book itself, chapter 2. Because that's the one I picked. There's also flashcards, quizzes, image quizzes, little things if you want to practice. If I just want to read that chapter, I'm just going to click on it. And it's going to load. Okay, and what's cool is, so I can read this text. You do have to kind of watch. You have to scroll down and potentially left and right. Which is a little bit strange because some of the pages are left and right, some of the pages are up and down. Along the bottom here, I can scroll and see these are all the pictures in this chapter. So I could say, oh, this looks really cool, or what is this kind of thing, this weird bull-looking thing. I can click on the picture and it'll zoom in. I can click on zoom as well, which is kind of cool. If I scroll to that. I can click on this, zoom in part of this, so I can kind of look, makes you a little dizzy. I can look at that and see, oh, what is that kind of thing that I'm looking at? That's kind of cool. And I can actually move the object up and down and say, oh, I want to see the bottom more, and then I could zoom in. And if you click and drag, I can kind of zoom in and move around and look at the object. So I can say, oh, that's kind of a cool, look at that. That's really neat with this kind of bull head. Now, you can see here, I'm in chapter 2, and at the bottom of my image, it shows me what it is. Bull-headed harp with inlaid sound box from the tomb of Puabi, tomb of 800, Royal Cemetery of Ur. So I can read about it and understand what it is. Another kind of cool feature is this. Do you see that little... It's like a little map marker. If I click that, it will open a new tab, and this is a really cool feature with Cengage. It'll open and show you where are you in the world. It's really kind of an awesome thing. So I can say, oh, where is this thing? I'm in Iraq, which is, you might not have realized. And I can zoom out and see, like, where in the world was that harp that I was looking at. Should really be in a museum in Iraq. So look, you can see kind of exactly where you are in the world. So that's just kind of a cool feature. So what you're going to do for our first discussion is you're going to just pick something cool in the book. You're going to take a screenshot so that we can see the chapter and we can see the ID information. Then you're going to click your little tag and find out where in the world are you, where in the world is your object, and you're going to take a screenshot of that too. You can do that whether you're on a laptop, on a computer, on your phone, take a screenshot. You're going to upload those 2 screenshots and share them with your introduction. Just one other quick thing I wanted to show you is the full book is over here. So let's say I can close this. I can click the X, close this, and say, oh, I don't really know, what chapter. I want to just kind of see the book. I can click full book. I could type in, I want to go to page, 65, and hit enter. And sometimes I will give you directions of like, hey, look on page, blah, blah, blah. So you could actually read then whatever's on that page. You can make it full screen if you want. I personally like doing this a little bit better because it looks to me more like a traditional textbook. So again, that's kind of up to you whether you want to do it from that kind of learning tool that they have when you originally come into My Tab on Cengage, or if you'd rather go to a specific chapter and read with the full book. Either one is fine. Do what works for you, and we'll look forward to meeting you in the discussion.